Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time it's Yugen Bama with 1,449 rating versus Zelna Salata with 1,435 rating. So it's going to be another high rated DB video, and let's hop right in. We're going to see Zell win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot. 45 versus 41, and Zell chooses to go first. Opening hand is Talons, Afterburners, Shark Cannon, Upstart, Red Eyes, Black Dragon. So there's no hand traps in this striker hand, which makes it really poor. But he does have a lot of going second cards and Upstart to hopefully draw Ray. And it's weird to see the Red Eyes package in this deck. We haven't really seen that yet. Then he has Connector, Gearfried, Renaud, Durandal, and Ogier. With no hand traps on his side, it's going to be really hard to beat this hand. Normal summon Connector, use effect, bring out Aqua Dolphin, then Aqua Dolphin effect to look at the hand. And he's just going to admit defeat. He doesn't even want to show what deck he's playing. He knows he's going to lose that game. So now we're going to move on to game 2, and Striker's going to choose to go second. Opening hand is Red Eyes Fusion, Veiler, Mind Control, Ray, Mystic Mind. It's a really weird hand. He can't use Fusion and normal summon Ray in the same turn. This is just going to be used to bait out a negate. He has one hand trap. This is just a really weird hand. Then he has Astolfo, Dolphin, Oliver, Connector, and Living Fossils. So it sucks to open up Connector and Dolphin 45 especially. But this can play through Veiler. But there's still a lot of going second cards that he's going to have to fight. Normal summon Connector effect gets hit with Veiler. He's going to discard to special summon out Oliver, or send to summon out Oliver. Then go into a sold effect to add. That's going to add Red Layer. And then send Blade and Durandal to bring out Junba. Then go for Link Cross, effect, bring out tokens. I don't like his zone placement. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but still just kind of wild. Goes for Metal effect, bring out Junba. Then go for Tatsunoko. Then go for Savage effect, set up a negate before Needle. Then goes in the Needle effect, bring out Jet from deck. Oh, he's going to play Vylon Sphere. So, he's trying to get a free search this turn. Goes for the Mechlin Phantom Beast Auradon. And then uses effect. And Vylon Sphere effect to equip. And then Mechlin Phantom Beast, Tribute 2, bring out O-Lion. Then go for Roland O-Lion. And then Sphere effect, get rid of itself, equip Durandal, and then Durandal effect to adds Renaud. Then special summon out Renaud effect to add back Astolfo. And he still doesn't use that effect either, so he could use that as an extender if he wanted to. I don't think he is. Maybe? Nah, I doubt it. He doesn't really need it. Goes for Herald. Banish special, so he does. Fair enough, he goes for Charles that way. And then Oliver equip, Astolfo's graveyard effect that just no one remembers about. And then he's going to get the Send Durandal, add Gearfried to end phase with the Roland. And then the Charles is going to let him equip Ogier from deck and Durandal from grave. He thought that he was going to go second, so he sided out Smoke Grenade. That's why we don't see him here using it to rip Mystic Mind out of the hand. What would I hit if I had to hit something out of his hand? I definitely would not hit Ray or Fusion, because they don't work with each other, so it's like he has to choose to use one of these next turn. Probably hit mine, then negate mind control, because it's easier to like negate mind control. Like, you just don't want them having this, because like if they draw like an afterburners or something, maybe they like push through these, then mine you. You just don't want to get mine. Draws nib, not a good draw. Not as the 6th. He's gonna go battle phase, end of main phase, Roland effect, Charles effect to pop. He's gonna chain ray to Roland graveyard effect to bring out Kaina on Savage, chain link to Charles, and then ray effect. Wait. Oh, so he's letting Kaina go through, but he's gonna Savage negate the ray effect. Okay. He's gonna use mind control. He's gonna Herald negate, then activate Mystic Mind, pass. So this is just gonna be a Mystic Mind game for a little while. So I'm just gonna kind of like speed through this, because I don't want this to be boring. He plays 3 fusion, by the way, and he drew into them all. It's kind of weird to play 3 fusion in this deck, right? Figured so. He's playing Reaper 2. His opponent's just drawing, like, he doesn't know, he didn't know that he's going up against strikers, so he still has like gammas and imperms, still the hand traps in. Weird that he's deciding to keep 2 fusion in hand instead of discarding one over like an area 0, because an area 0 can turn off Mystic Mind, where fusion, I have to assume like the second one's just dead and that he's not playing 4 bricks in the main. He's gonna use cherries on access code. That's gonna hit the access code and let him look at the extra deck. There's got to be a turn that like something happens, right? I don't know. He still hasn't got access to Ray, by the way. Like, besides that Ray, like, maybe that's why nothing's happening, because he just can't do anything. He has no option but to pass. Like, what is he gonna do? Normal summon and like link? It's not worth it. Draws Ray. Normal summon Ray. Go into Hayate. Attack direct. And then uses effect. Gonna send multi-roll. And then Kagari. Add back multi-roll. Then multi-rolls. Send Kagari. Lock him under mine again. Pass his turn. Draws driver. I mean, if he really wanted to, he could just like get rid of these for Gear Freed. And then like Blade equipped to it. I don't like, that wouldn't be the best. I mean, he's just gonna lose this, I think. Like, if he does that, he just loses to like Widow. So I guess like that's not the play, because he would Widow take it and then set Mystic Mine over and attack. We're just gonna see more passing. Draws Ray, normal summon Ray. I'm just gonna like skip over most of the mine turns. There's really no point of like watching those turns. Goes for Hayate, attack directly for 15. Uses effect, sends Shark Cannon. Then goes for Kagari. Kagari effect, add back the Shark Cannon. Afterburners the Kagari. And the Ogier that's equipped to Charles. Then set Shark, end phase, roll, set Afterburners. Then pass turn, draws another Gear Freed. I wonder if he's not even like seen the play of Tribute Summoning. We could Tribute Summon set. Maybe hope for something. I just think like leaving these up opens you up to too much. So like, you're just gonna lose with these up eventually. Like the Oliver on the Charles is really good because it makes it so that way it can't be targeted, but it's like a lot of ways to beat that. He could have also just set Imperm, but he's gonna use Fusion, bring out Dragoon, and then Dragoon effect to destroy Savage, and then he's gonna set Mystic Mine, and then use effect to destroy again, or use it without even setting mine. Wouldn't need to do that there. But you get the point. He was just gonna burn for game. Now game 3, the opening hand is Nib, Ogre, Afterburners, Talons, Shark Cannon. He is going first. He definitely did not want to go first. This is kind of bad. I mean, he has Ogre and Nib, which can be both high impact if his opponent uses a Soul Effect. So it's not like this is a terrible hand. He just needs to draw Ray. Then he has Fire Flint Lady, Durandal, Red Lair, Action Unit. This card's really cool. I like this card a lot. It would have been a while ago, back when like Goki and like Armageddon Knight was really popular. Like you could use this to take your opponents. And then Renaud or like their Ash or something with your Armageddon Knight to go into like Power Tool. Like I definitely would not want to draw this hand. Like if I drew this hand, I'd be like, wow, that's a bad hand. There's no Ray or Fusion or anything. Then he draws Gearfried. That's going to be really good. Special summon out Red Lair. Special summon out Fire Flint Lady. Activate Durandal. This hand, from what he sees, this hand's just nuts. From what we see, this hand's just nuts too. And then goes for a Soul Effect to add. Gets it with Ogre. That's going to let him add Connector. I really like Ogre on that. It is so strong, but you start seeing, like, as people get, like, more and more practice with the deck, like, people are just playing around it if they don't need to use the effect. Banish special, but he's also playing the Tatsunoko build, so kind of, like, wants Red Lair in hand to do his combo, so he kind of has to activate the effect of that. I think he sided out more Red Lair. Or just decided to add Connector over this for some reason. Not sure. But special summon, and then he's going to get the effect of it. He's going to let him add back to Banish Durandal, and then activate Durandal on Gearfried. He's thinking on the add. He's going to drop Nib, and that is 5 summons exactly. And then activates Action Unit. And that's going to bring out Ogre. It'd be an attack position. It doesn't matter though, because he's going to link those away. And then go for Needle. And then Needle effect. He's not going to bring out Jay. He's going to bring out that Vylon thing that he was playing. Oh, he plays Jet and Vylon. Yeah, that's just not good. That's like just playing another brick in your deck for no reason. You just don't want to draw those cards. Brings out the Mechan Phantom Beast effect. Brings out tokens. And then he's going to use the effect of the Mechan Phantom Beast. Tribute to bring out O-Line from deck. And then Synchro in the Roland and O-Line effect. Very strong. How are you going to summon the token and say Roland afterwards? Like, I don't know. That seemed pretty quick to me. I just want to see how long that took for him to summon and activate effect. Because if it took a while, then understandable, but like this is like 1 second. Yeah, you can't really be mad about that. Brings out Jet. I guess he's just mad that he's like getting comboed through Ogre and Nib. Goes for Herald. Then goes for Omega. He's going to summon out Oliver by sending the Durandal. He doesn't have Blade access, which really sucks. Goes for Charles. Leaving the Omega engraved could be big in the future, by the way. Just by using the effect and like shuffling back Ray. Roland effect to equip the Charles. So he must have Smoke in deck, cause If he doesn't have smoke in deck, you should have popped the Shark Cannon there. He's going to use Oliver to equip. He's going to Shark Cannon the Oliver. So now this can get targeted with Widow Anchor. End phase, send smoke, add Gearfried. He only has one spell engrave too. So if I was him, I would not be too afraid of Widow. Like, I'd be afraid of like the negate effect to stop me from like... I guess you don't even have to be afraid of like the popping because you already have your Roland equipped. Oh, he's gonna equip Oliver from deck anyways. And then he's gonna pop the smoke. He's gonna reveal talents and afterburners. He's gonna hit talents, pass his turn, draws Mystic Mind. There's just nothing you can do about that. That's tough. He said bad choice. I mean, I guess. Like, if you could, like, expect these. Uses Mystic Mind, then passes turn. Again, we're just going to, like, skip over these turns because it's, like, no point of watching these ones. He's going to set Widow. He's drawing more hand traps. Set Connector. Oh, he just outs it next turn. Thank you, your turn. You have no outs. I will never commit a card. I mean, he does have outs. Draws Ray. Draws Gearfried. I don't get why you don't think he'd have an out game 3. Sets Gearfried, Lightning Storm, Pop Spell Traps. Yeah, that's just greedy to assume that he's not going to have an out game 3. Oliver to equip. Like, this deck like is known for side decking Lightning Storm. Because if it just uses it versus a back row deck, it just wins. Because it can play through hand traps. Summon Renaud, add back Durandal, then activate Durandal effect. It's only summoned twice. This doesn't count because it was a set for Nib. What is he going to add? He's going to add Astolfo. Just took forever to add. And then banish to special. It's like no way he just like goes for VFD with these two. That would actually be crazy. Goes for a sold, effect to add, adds Renaud, effect to send, bring out Genba. Oh, he's gonna get hit with Valor Nib. Goes for Link Cross, effect, bring out tokens. And then he's gonna use Nib. He's gonna use Gearfried. Then he's going to use Valor. At least the set Gearfried still stays. And he's going to use Astolfo's Graveyard effect. Use Talents to draw. Personally, like, I know he doesn't know the hand right here. But, well... he doesn't have anything going for him. He needs to get to a Fire Warrior monster to be able to keep playing. So I guess I would use the draw effect because next turn he has to have a Fire Warrior to be able to play, and this is going to get beat over. Yeah, I would use the draw effect too, even though like using the effect to look at the opponent's hand would be really strong if they only had one card. But the drawing is definitely just better there. Draws Reaper, normal summon Ray, goes for Hayate, battle phase, Nib attack Gearfried, and then Hayate attack direct, uses effects on area 0, then links those two off in the Zeki effect on the token, and it's just never going to come back. Then go for Kagari, add back Widow. And now I think Striker is just too far ahead. Goes for Shiz, set Widow. He didn't even draw a Fire Warrior off that, by the way. The whole reason he used the effect to draw, he just didn't even get there. Then Shiz affected end phase. He's going to Ash that. That's going to stop him from getting the like Hornet drones, which is going to make the Omega in the grave even bigger. Because now if he can out this, then he outs the Striker loop of like all the monsters. Gets Heritage. Definitely a good draw. He needed a fire warrior, and this lets him choose which one he wants. Out of the noble knights, at least. Adds Ogier. I think this card is a very strong card in the deck. Like, even like at a one of, just like there's so many different ways to search it. It can dump Gearfried, which like kind of makes Gearfried like searchable because you can dump it and special summon Renaud and add Gearfried back. I don't know. Gearfried's a really good card, especially against a deck like this. Like, Gearfried's really good versus Striker because it equips, and it's really good versus Dragoon because it equips. And this is just Striker Dragoon. Normal summon and special summon effect. Targets living fossil. He said in hand Oliver. That's unknown. Did you just add? So he added Ogier. He's gonna add back living fossil. There's no point of using Reaper to hit a sold. Maybe to use it to hit Needle. Could also save it for access code if he's afraid of that. But he could also just like steal it if he wanted. He's gonna go in the Salon. This card's really good. I think, well, it's not like really good, but I think its effect is pretty cool. Getting to equip a Noble Arms from deck with these two, and then that gives you access early on to your Durandal, which makes your Gearfried also live early on if you have these two. He said you can resolve 30 Durandal, 30 Renaud, and you're not gonna win. Why the trash talk? Because you're wasting time. Bro, I swear, everyone's been saying that on Rated recently. Just like, you're wasting time, just scoop. Oliver effect, he's going to chain Widow to take. Uses Living Fossil to bring out Herald. Then end phase, he gets the Salon back. I don't know. I really like calling this card Salon. I think this is the name I'm just gonna give it. So I don't want to call it like Ignoble Knight. So I don't know. That just kind of, I don't know. Doesn't sound right. Draws Talons. Still was left with the Striker on board at the end of that turn. There's like no point. Hold on. Yeah, because, like, the best he could have done there is, like, Omega on, like, Ray, but then since he was left with Striker on board, he could just go into Hayate, attack, and Sunray. He's going to use Kagari on Shark Cannon. Herald effect. I know Living Fossil says its effects are negated, but it says the equipped monster loses 1,000 attack and defense. Also, its effects are negated. So if you use the effect to get it off board for cost, then its effects are not negated. So you could also use like Living Fossil on Connector, and then use effect Tribute for cost, and then still get the summon back. Something that a lot of people just don't know with Living Fossil. That's kind of cool, because it never really came up in past formats. Brings out Ray. And then, see, like, he, like, the Omega on Ray, he obviously wouldn't have gone for Kagari there. He would have just gone for Hayate. He's going to use Talents to rip the card in hand. Then normal summon Reaper. As long as he has a Valor in deck, Selene in extra deck, it's a lot to ask for him to not have game here. For the Warrior player. Yeah, that's going to be game. Shout out to Bomba for winning this. Mystic Mine was really good this match. Very good. It actually won game 2 and 3. But that Striker happens like that sometimes. Really weird to see Reaper, since Reaper is like average versus this deck. But I guess like if you hit the sold with Reaper, they can't just add Gear Freed for free. And against your deck, that add Gear Freed for free is huge, because then you have to have an out for that, or you're just going to keep losing your striker stuff to Gear Freed. So definitely makes sense. Could have also equipped Roland to this just to give it an extra 500 before admitting defeat. But I guess that's fair. That's going to be it for the video. It's going to be another second upload day. Or not a second upload day. Another double upload day. This is going to be the first upload. Obviously, there's going to be another upload like 3 hours from now. 3.5 hours. Somewhere around that time. So make sure to watch that. Like, comment, and subscribe. The DB Grinder signing off. Peace.